Hi, this is A. Wilson. That name tells like a TIL. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is the OMG Girls. The OMG Girls put out their second single called "Make It Make Sense." I think it was last month, a month before last, and I really do like the song. I like this song just like I like the first song. Uh, I said that "Make It Make Sense" song is a is a slow to mid tempo type of love ballad song and stuff like that. R&B type of love ballad song. It starts off with the instruments playing in the background, sound like a bass guitar, maybe a little piano coming in on scene, and then each girl sings their verse while one girl sing leads verse, the other two sing background, and then when Zanique come in and sings her part, then the other two girls sing background, and then when the other two girls sing their lead parts, then she comes in with other girls background. So it goes back and forth. And so, like I said, I got some notes that I took. Uh, yeah, yeah, I said the new song. Yeah, I said this part. I said, oh, the harmonies are so amazing. The way they harmonize together, and their voices fit so well. And like when one sings like a little higher one or higher note, the other ones come down up under her, and layer it with come up under her, layering the song, and then singing their verse, and then over top of her verse, and it's just like like I said, those vocals were very good. They were amazing. All of them were on point. Nobody was off key or off tone or nothing like that. And then I said you could tell that this song is a grown woman song talking about their relationship with this dude and talking about how he's not always there for her and stuff like that. She's been making time for him, and he hasn't been making time for her. And she was saying now that she's a couple of lyrics, now that she's back out in the streets, now he want to have something to say. And she was saying that if he want to play around and be a player like he was and have other girls, well then she's gonna scoop. I mean, leave. And so like I said, you can tell that this is a grown woman song, just like the one motions. I did like the one motions that they had put out earlier this year, and I like this song too. And I said this song is gonna be a good hit for them and stuff like that because they did say in a couple of interviews when they did do motions that a lot of people remember them from being the OMG girls. And back in the early '90s, the OMG girls, they were kind of more like they were kind of more tapering their music to like the Disney girl type of music back in the day, where it was more like pop, pop and soul, or more like pop. And so now they say they want to sing more grown up, more grown and sexy songs, more grown up songs, because each of them lives have changed. And Zanique said that she has, one or two children, and so that kind of changed her life as far as relationships and all that stuff. And one of the other girls said, I can't think of the name now, but one of the other girls said that, yeah, she has grown up too, and she had a relationship where it didn't work out, and they broke up too. So it was kind of all these girls have life experiences now, and they want to sing about their life experience, and that's good. I also watched the video, and the video for Make A Scene starts out with them singing in a nightclub, and they have like a red curtain in the background. There's all three of them are at the mic singing, and these gold silver dresses, and then after a while the uh the uh the video switched to the audience, and you see the audience in the ground in the background. A lot of them are singing and watching and listening, and then it pans back to them singing on the stage, and they're making their movements. It's kind of like old school, old school Supreme type style. It's kind of what they based this video on. And then after that, it panned back to the audience again, and then they showed somebody with their back turned at the bar having a drink, and then it panned back to the girls singing, singing their parts and doing their visual movements in the video, and then it pans back to a man sitting in a seat with a girl, and then it's like he's watching, looking at the stage, kept looking at the stage, and then it's like the girl who was with, I guess his girlfriend, she kind of looking at him, acknowledging him, and then he kept on looking, and she kept nodding, and she kept looking, and then it panned back to the girl, and then it panned back to the bar scene. And then when it panned back to the bar scene, the person who had his back to the stage had also turned to the stage, turned to the front of the bar and was watching the stage. And then he kind of took a drink, and the girls kind of was singing and singing, and then they started turning sideways, and then they turned to the back, and then they started singing, and then they turned back to the front, and the video just went off. So the video was actually cute and pretty, and I really did like it. I also like the I also like the video part I mean I also like the audio part of Make a Scene. This was a really good song. This is another hit for for the OMG Girls. Now I don't know when they're gonna come out with the album or EP, but so far these two songs, Motion and Make a Scene, showed their versatility and how well they did both of these songs, and the engineering and production was very good. And it is showing that they do want to be in a more grown and sexy era. And both of these songs showcase that motions that they did earlier this year and make a scene. That's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.